Hi everybody. Earl Sewell here on my commute on my way into work through to downtown Chicago. Hey, spoiler alert, I am currently reading Michelle Obama's Becoming, which is a memoir about her life. It is really a fascinating book, and since I'm a Chicagoan myself, a lot of what she's saying really resonates with me. There's a lot of familiar scenes around Chicago neighborhoods that I know, and even restaurants where she talks about, particularly this one place called Italian Fiesta, which is a pizza place in Chicago that is well known. It's a great place. So I'm enjoying her journey as a writer and as a narrator. I'm taking and I'm looking at the book from a unique perspective. I'm looking at it from her narrative style, which happens to be great, and I'm looking at it from her storyteller style of like how she's telling the story, how she's presenting it to the audience. She tells it in a very conversational way, so you really feel like you're having a personalized conversation with her, like you're really getting to meet her, like as if she is spending the time to tell you, say, hey, this is my story. One of those, that's just what it feels like. She breaks up the story where she starts when she was very young, and she starts marching forward in time. And not only does she talks about the different stages of her life, from kindergarten through grammar school, through high school, and college and so forth, but she also puts in the historical facts that were happening at the time. So she talks about the Martin Luther King riots, or the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King and the riots that ensued. She talks about President Nixon resigning from office. She talks about the political climate of Chicago at the time. She talks about growing up with Reverend Jesse Jackson's oldest daughter, who they became friends in that she befriended in high school, and how her brother was a gifted basketball player who had befriended Isaiah Thomas, who went on to play in the NBA for the Detroit Pistons. But anyway, I mean, it is a fascinating read, a very worthwhile read, a very good study on how to structure a memoir. I mean, it just, from the moment she begins, it really just pulls you in, and she intermingles the past moments with her childhood, with current moments, and how they help to shape her. The one interesting thing I will say about the book is she is not afraid to talk about previous generations, her grandparents, her great aunts, and those people who came before her, who grew up in the South, who grew up in segregation, and how as a young person they were around her, and they helped to shape her perspective of the world as being a black person in the United States of America, coming out of not only chattel slavery, 300 years of chattel slavery, but an additional 100 years of Jim Crow, which was another form of slavery. So, it's really interesting how the people who came before her, how their dreams were taken away because of the way our society in America was at the time towards people of color. She is very direct about that, and I think that's worth mentioning and worth having a good conversation about, especially in this climate where people are talking about make America great again. I always say to that, well, I thought we were moving towards greatness because our past history wasn't so great for a number of people, not just African Americans, but Native Americans, Chinese Americans, Italian Americans, people of Irish descent. There was always difficulties for people who did not come from a certain part of Europe that made it very difficult for them to survive in America, and it was a time where America was not so great. Anyway, I suggest you go out and get the book. It's a really good book, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have and I am. Until next time, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.